Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Another comment from a video about not all foreigner and Filipino relationships work out. And by the way, I made that video because, just in case somebody thinks that I'm naive enough to think that they all work out. I know several here in the United States, people that we know, that it has not worked out for different reasons. This comment here is about, it says a lot of old farts wanted young Filipino to be a free caregiver, maid and all, but won't give back much to them as a wife. And so that's true. There's this thought when a man's really old that he's only marrying for her to be a caregiver. Now, I actually know someone that had, it was 45, 50-year age gap. And to be honest, and when they got married, and to be honest with you, it probably was a pre-arranged caregiving relationship. I need a caregiver. This man had loads of money to give, everything to her. So it was, you could say, well, that's just an arrangement. That's not good for her. Well, yeah, it'd be very lucrative for her. For this man, and he was, older, so who knows, if he had 3, 4, 5 years to live, I don't know. But that's a decision they made. Obviously, there was a consideration there for caretaking because he needed it. He was not in great condition anymore, and he needed that. She was willing to do that. But I think what probably this woman here making the comment is referring to is more or less not like a prearranged agreement on both sides, but rather a man kind of thinking to himself, well, in about 10 or 15 years, I'm going to need someone to take care of me, so I'm only going to marry somebody for that reason, without any consideration given to her, being much younger, what her needs are. Because, for her to marry an older guy and going to be a caregiver, I would like to think that it would be lucrative for her, that a man in this situation would be able to royally take care of her. I think she deserves that. Let me know what you think about this idea of a caregiver. Maybe you're a man who is getting caregiving from your Filipino wife. Maybe you have strong feelings about this. Like to hear from men, Western men, Filipina women. Now, I'm 27 years older than my wife. I certainly, of course, I don't want her to be a caretaker for me, and I didn't marry her for that. Anything could happen. Something could happen to her, and then I'm her caregiver. And I've told her many times I'm perfectly okay with being your caregiver if something goes wrong, because I married her to be good to her, no matter what happens, like they say, for better or for worse. But I'm going to try to take as good of care of myself as I can so that I'm not presuming on her with the age difference. So she ends up taking care of me. I need to take care of myself as long as I can. But when the day comes, if I've been good to her, don't think she's going to have a problem helping take care of me. But that's if I've been good to her and good to her family as well. So I think Western man should be sensitive to that. If you're looking for a younger Filipino, there's a big age gap. Always consider what you're going to give to this Filipina. Like you can see the comment up there says. And so there's probably other unhappy Filipinas with this situation. Just something to think about, because it needs to be talked about. And the woman, Filipina, and the foreigner, they need to be talking about this issue too before they get married. Let me know what you think here on Love Beyond the Sea.